Hey, what's up, Joe? This is a quick demo video for you for your Electrum Sabercraft's Remnant. This was kind of an overhaul for you, so I took out the old electronics and everything, started from scratch. Before we get to the internals though, you had asked me to lightly weather the outside of this, so I just kind of wanted to spin it around and show you what we did. We can get a close-up on the emitter and over here on the pommel. Okay, this is a 2-button setup, so what I did is I put these little tactile switches right here. Your back one is going to be power, your front one will be auxiliary, and then how to get to your chassis is you want to loosen up the grub screw that is here on the pommel, located right here next to my pinky. Alright, so we're going to loosen that up real quick. You don't have to take it all the way out. Just give it a few turns, and when you pull this straight out, oops, you pull this straight out and your chassis will come out with it. So you can pull your chassis out from this if you like, and this is what we've got. So we've got your CFX board right up front here, easy access to your SD card, so everything is good to go there. All right, I had just remembered that you would ask me to put some fonts on here, and I have not done that yet. So after this demo, and before I get this sent out to you, I will put all the fonts that you have given me onto the Saber. It's not very hard to do on CFX at all. But for right now, this has some preloaded fonts on it, so we'll go through a few of these. You do have a removable battery setup, spring side over here for the negative side of your battery. You've got a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm. This is the Elite version. You've also got, this is a spring connector for your switches. So if we can zoom in on here, for your positive, negative, and ground. Okay, and then over here in Arabic, it just says Electrum Sabercrafts, and then underneath it says Solo Sabers for me. And lastly, you are running a Carl Chen V4 Neopixel connector up here for the top. All right, so this piece right here, this spring piece, will make connection with this chassis piece that I have right underneath your switch section. You can almost see it right there. You can barely see the 3 traces. That doesn't come out of there. All right, so you will need to pay attention when you line this up. And how we do that is, let's throw a battery in real quick first, get it all fired up.
Ignite the blade.
All right, and then from here, before you put it into the Saber, you can just take your pommel and you can throw the chassis right into the pommel. All right, it's a nice fit, it goes right on. Now you'll want to pay attention to where this piece is right here, because you'll want to line that up to the control box when you put it on. So when we're sliding it on, make sure it's straight to the control box. Bring it all the way down and then tighten up your pommel. All right, pretty easy to do once you do it once or twice. Once you've got all that tightened down, everything is aligned, you can hit power. Saber is very loud when it's turned on. Very good sound resonance coming out of this Saber. Now, you and I had talked about possibly opening up the emitter. Not something that I told you I think you needed to do. This is my TriStar test blade. I don't sand this very much, although it is kind of beat up over here. That's just from all of the Sabers that I've put it into. I have not sanded this at all, and it fits in here fine. All right. Snug enough to where I don't have to use a blade retention for this demo, but it didn't go in hard at all. It lights up just fine. We'll go to another soundtrack.
Sound bank selection.
The old Republic Crucible. I've come to put an end to you.
Sound bank selection.
The old Republic.
What will you do with me?
So you've got kind of a rainbow effect on this one. I will sometimes, let me turn it off. I will like to put this blade on here sometimes with CFX just to show you the different colors that the blade can go through. We'll do another one.
Sound bank selection.
Sharp. Revolt. Horn.
Granny.
Nebula.
Youngling.
Crystal
Go
focus.
through them all.
Nightfall.
Exit menu. System menu. SD card.
Audio player.
Ancient prophecies.
Spectrum.
Change some color here. We'll go to a red. Hit power. Now we got a red blade. Alright, so we'll go ahead and take the blade out. And then when you're done, CFX does have a deep sleep, so if you want to just leave it in there, you definitely could, but if not, come over here, loosen that grub screw on your pommel, take your chassis out of your pommel, and come over here and pop your battery out from the positive side by your speaker. Alright, you should be able to do it with your finger. But that is basically your Electrum Sabercraft Remnant. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get those sound fonts on here for you before I ship it out. All right. Thanks, man.